You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Free Flag Friday to you, sir.
Hey, Veterans Day.
It is.
Too, which makes perfect sense. Free Flag Friday, Veterans Day.
Perfect day.
Coming together,
this,
holy cow. Yeah, and the big program in Sioux Falls, of course, for Veterans Day, fires up at, 10:30, the Military Heritage Alliance on Russell.
Yep.
And I want to say Senator Mike Rounds is the keynote speaker this year.
Okay.
So there you go, bringing in a big gun, and it is free, open to the public.
Nice.
So there you go. Also a quick shout out to my favorite vet, my son Luke.
Nice. Well, happy Veterans Day.
Appreciate your service, kid. I actually had you marked for a full-ride scholarship baseball, at least Division II, but no! You had to jump out of helicopters with guns. Well, fine.
I like what he chose. That's
Fantastic. All right, let's see. What's going on? Birthdays today. So glad you asked. Leonardo DiCaprio, who still looks about 14, is he's 48 today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, 48. And he's been in a lot of stuff, but I liked him best in Quick and the Dead.
Oh, that was good, yeah.
Where he actually played Gene Hackman's son.
Yep.
Gene shot and killed him.
Well, you just gave away the best part of the movie.
What? I think everybody's seen it.
No.
If I have, then everybody must have.
No. Not everybody.
Speaking of actors, actresses, Demi Moore is 60.
Nice.
She still looks amazing.
Today, 60. Yeah. She's great in Ghost with Patrick Swayze.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do an impression of her in that movie.
I've heard this.
I've heard it, and I love it.
Would you like a little...
I want
Yes.
to hear
Yeah, Demi Moore in Ghost.
Very good.
Cut.
End scene.
And World War II General Extraordinaire, General George S. Patton.
Yeah.
Born this day. Got a quick dramatic reading of one of his famous quotes, and it goes like this. There is only one tactical principle which is not subject to change. It is to so use the means at hand to inflict the maximum amount of wounds, death, and destruction on the enemy in the minimum time.
Amen to that.
When we were playing to win.
Yeah.
That's right.
Woo! All right, historically speaking, a lot of big stuff going on. Let's see, number one, 1918. 1918. Armistice is signed by Allies and Germany. It comes into effect in World War I. Hostilities come to an end at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
11th hour, 11th day, the 11th month. First Veterans Day, then known as Armistice Day, would be 1 year later today,
Yeah.
which is, was turned into what we call now Veterans Day. So,
Right.
there you go. 1921, remains of an unidentified American service member interred in the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery. The guard thing with that is just amazing.
It's fascinating to
Very
watch, isn't it?
regimented.
Those guys go 24/7.
Yeah.
They actually live there underground.
It's a
and you
huge
have
honor to be one of the people chosen to do that.
It's pretty amazing, and it doesn't matter the weather, nothing.
They're there.
They are
Yep.
stepping back and forth for, hour at a time, and again, it goes around the clock, and it
Yeah.
never stops.
That's something I'd like to go and see in person someday.
And in 1933, a little closer to home here, the Great Black Blizzard, the very first of the great dust storms that created the Dust Bowl, rips through South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yes, we started it.
Is this where it started?
Yeah.
Then it blew down into
Yeah,
Kansas.
we didn't get invited to like 4-H stuff for years. We were just shunned. It was crazy. John Deere stopped sending out mailers. It was just... It was nuts.
Didn't even get Old Farmer's Almanacs for a
Nothing. So I know, we all know. We need to bounce ahead here.
few. Gonna do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Thank you for listening on a Friday. Joining us right now, Executive Director Nathan Sanderson from a group called South Dakota Retailers Association. And they've got a thing called a Workforce Incentive Program. And the 50th $1,000 check was recently awarded. And is this a program that's been going on a while? I haven't heard of this before.
Yeah, we started in January. I mean, we've known for a while that workforce is the number one issue facing businesses in South Dakota. And we put together this $1,000 workforce incentive, like I said, back in January. And basically what it is it'll pay $1,000 directly to an employee working in a business that's a Retailers Association member and who was hired from out of state. And so we will pay the first incentive installment of $500 after 90 days of employment at a physical spot in South Dakota if they average 30 hours a week. And then we'll pay the second $500 after 180 days. And like you say, we've hit our 50th workforce incentive check so far. And
the thing that's really cool, this is something that when it's all said and done, it's a positive for everybody involved, really.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we know that $1,000 isn't in and of itself going to necessarily attract someone to South Dakota. But if you can take that $1,000 from the South Dakota Retailers Association, add it to something that a South Dakota business is offering, maybe add it to an additional job that perhaps a spouse or someone else who's coming with the family to help incentivize them to come to South Dakota, it puts together a really nice package in a state that has about 30,000 open jobs right now.
And that's the thing. We have so many open jobs, and there's more companies adding new opportunities every day. So that's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. This is one thing that you guys are doing, South Dakota retailers are doing, just one thing of the many things that we need to be doing. It's one thing anyway to hopefully help attract people to South Dakota.
Yeah, I mean, even prior to the pandemic, workforce was the number one challenge facing South Dakota business. I mean, it really is the main limiting factor in our state's economic development. And so if we can help some of those businesses do that, again, standalone isn't going to be the end-all, be-all, but it can be a nice incentive to bring folks from out of state to South Dakota. And thus far, we've had people come from 23 different states.
I'm reading that. New York, Hawaii, California, South Carolina, Georgia, Washington, North Dakota, Iowa. I mean, they're coming from all over the place. And this is just one of the reasons. It's not because of the $1,000. They're not moving here for this. But boy, it certainly doesn't make them say, well, I don't want to go there. It's a nice little additional boost, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. And when we first put this together, we thought, we'd probably get some folks from Iowa, maybe some from Minnesota, Nebraska, perhaps North Dakota, that kind of thing. And that's certainly true. 8 of our 50 have come from Iowa, but 5 from California, folks from Oklahoma, Louisiana, a couple from Florida, Alabama, Wisconsin. I mean, really from all over the place. And so it's been very interesting to see where all these different individuals are coming and moving into South Dakota from.
Now, the thing that's neat, this is, again, it's the 11th of November. It's Veterans Day, but it's also the final day of the Retail Association celebrating Workforce Incentive Week. And we should talk a little bit about that, too, because I think that's really cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was something that we talked about because we have a number of different individuals that we wanted to feature. And what's the best way to do that? And so if you go to our Facebook page, just look for South Dakota Retailers Association. We've got pictures from a number of the recipients in businesses from all across South Dakota. I mean, in Arlington and in Britain and in Madison and in Sioux Falls and in Watertown and just all sorts of places around the state. So it's fun to be able to highlight those individuals who've moved here to South Dakota to work in a South Dakota business.
And if you'd like to find them, again, facebook.com/SD Retailers. Again, for South Dakota Retailers Association. And you can find them online at SDRA.org. Thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for doing what you guys are doing. Again, giving people one more amazing incentive to move to the great state of South Dakota.
Well, thanks a lot, John. And if individuals are interested in this program, they can find the application and more details on that website, SDRA.org.
Again, SDRA.org. We've been speaking with the Executive Director, Nathan Sanderson. I'll throw a link on our Facebook page as well to make it really easy to find. But again, if you don't see it on our Facebook page, you can find it at SDRA.org.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Free Flag Friday?
Let's give flag away.
All right.
First our good friend Mark Nelson and the crew over at Maximum Promotions.
Good
3
peeps.
foot by 5 foot flag, the flagpole, the hardware, everything you need to
Stick it right on the house.
fly with pride, fly it high. Let's rock and roll. Scott Theneman.
Yeah.
Nice, Scott.
Scott, you get an official certificate in the mail to you, and you can waltz that in the door, Maximum Promotions, and claim your flag.
Absolutely.
What's going on? Did you know about 10% of the population of the state of South Dakota are military vets?
10%. That's cool.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah,
That
that
is.
is.
That is pretty huge. And today is Veterans Day, and
It
a lot
is.
of businesses are doing like freebies and discounts and stuff for vets. And I just thought I'd work down the list here.
Okay.
I like this a lot. Hi V. Hey, vets, active military folks, free breakfast buffet.
I love that. That's
Morning.
awesome.
Got underway at 6 a.m. It's free breakfast.
How
buffet.
long does that go, do you know?
Does not say.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
From 6 a.m. till
I love
6:01
that.
a.m.
Denny's complimentary Grand Slam
Ooh.
going on right now. That's until noon today.
That is very cool.
Buffalo Wild Wings, all past present service members, free order boneless wings and fries.
Nice.
Wow.
That's pretty sweet,
Holy
too.
cow.
I know, right? I know. I'm looking for, let's see, billions giving cars away? Nope.
No. Got it.
Wendy's, free small breakfast combo.
Nice.
Cracker Barrel, double chocolate fudge Coca-Cola cake.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Man, fantastic.
They,
Heart
they got
attack
the
on a
breakfast
platter.
covered for sure. Holy cow. Everybody's doing breakfast.
Yeah, no kidding. Qdoba all day long, just 50% off any entree
Nice.
you want. Famous Dave's, free Georgia chopped pork sandwich and a side.
Oh, my goodness. That's good, too.
Yeah, I dig Famous
I think we
Dave's.
should go around to all of this stuff just to thank the vets. You know, we won't get the free stuff because, you know, we don't deserve that, but we get to at least hang out with them.
How about you getting a little shaggy? Great Clips offering free haircuts.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Free
Holy
haircuts for
cow.
veterans.
Super
Yeah, I love
awesome
that.
perks, man.
So there you go. Oh, Kohl's. I was just in Kohl's the other day. Kohl's, 30% discount for military members and their family. But here's the thing. They're always having a sale, and if you got a Kohl's card,
Right.
and now if you're military,
And they get an
and you
additional
go
30.
this, they're going to owe you like $3,000. It's nuts.
How much is that? Well, we owe you $12. Here you go.
That's awesome.
That is very, very cool. Thank you for
So,
sharing that,
Yeah,
Dan.
stuff going on, and man, we appreciate you step up and serve our nation, man. Good on you, and God bless you. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, November 11th, 2022. Equity markets surged Thursday, allowing a better-than-expected CPI report. The CPI cooled versus the previous month, with month-to-month and year-over-year gains weaker than expected. The S&P 500 gained about 5.5% on the news, but the euphoria may be misplaced. While inflation has cooled, it remains hot at 7.7% year-over-year and 6.3% year-over-year at the core level. At these paces, the market might expect the FOMC to slow down their pace of interest rate hikes, but not to stop them entirely. This means interest rates will continue to rise and put pressure on the economy, which is already showing signs of strain. Next week, eyes will be on the Producer Price Index, retail sales, and the index of leading indicators. If producer prices continue to rise, retail sales show signs of flagging, and the leading indicators are negative, this week's rally is sure to fade. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.